darling. It's Jennifer from the patio. Welcome, welcome. What is today? Today is Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Yes, indeed it is. If you're working, you are halfway through this week and heading your way into the weekend. So I have a freebie for you today, a fall freebie. I'm calling it the Wheat Harvest freebie. The reason is because I love these colors. They remind me of wheat. So here's what we have. We have a cascading flip out with a flip up cover. So here's the back page. This is the flip up. And then each of these has two for the left side and two for the right side. And so what they're going to do is you're going to put them on the page, and one will flip, one will flip, one will flip, and one will flip. So that's those. And then I also have four little pockets that'll fit on the inside of these. So it'll be a pocket on the other side, and then a little insert journaling card for them. And then I've already backed all of these with some coffee dyed paper, and well, I didn't back, but I printed. So anywho, let's get to getting. I'm going to cut these little babies out, ink them, and then I shall return. See you in just a second. Okay, everything is cut out and inked and ready to put together. Okay, so these are our little cards. We'll put these aside. And they go in these little pockets. And then I pulled out some words to put on there. And remember, this is for a gratitude journal. So I'm just putting things that would make somebody think about the things to be grateful for. Okay, so this is our back page. And I was just thinking when I was cutting it out that this is going to go like this. And then it's going to flip up. And then these are going to go here. And so I think what I need is another piece to go on top of it. A little bit smaller than this. So I may have to cut something out to put on here. But I'll fix the kit before you guys, have access to it. So anyway, okay. So that's how that's going to go. And then that way you don't see all that, right? And I think that depending on where these go, let me look and see. Okay, this is a right one. This is a left. This is a right, and then this is a left. So let's see how I want to do. It doesn't matter really how you put them on, but I do want them to be straight with each other. So we'll just put them on. So we will just put them on. It looks like that one's a little crooked, so I'm going to pull that one down. I was thinking about kind of staggering, and that way they just kind of, and I think I will do that. Okay. So basically this one will open, and then I'll put this one inside of it. So we're going to have to pull that one out just a hair. I usually put them on top of each other like that. And then that one will go like that. And then these will be over here. Okay, let's just do that. I don't think it's, I like the fun of it just to be, not so uniform, because I'm really bad about that. Just, sometimes just putting everything to where we think it should go, instead of just playing with it and just having fun and letting it just, be. I'm going to turn it like this so I can see. And I need to pull it out enough, just a hair over, so that I can get this other one inside of it. Okay, so that's on the right. And then this one will go here. And I'm going to put this one on the inside. I'm going to put that one on the inside. But see how you're going to see the tabs? And I didn't want to wrap them around. Because it would make it too bulky. on the back to try to glue it down. Plus, I kind of want to put, you know me, I want to be able to put some other stuff in there. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in. I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom, but I am going to go enough. Let me pull it in just to get that to lay right. And that's going to be good. Okay, and then I'll put this one at the top. I kind of wanted them to be a little different. So how are you today? Are you having a fabulous day? I hope so. I hope you're healthy and happy. And happy is a state of mind. So I hope that you are happy. We can all find something to be happy about, right? It's a lot of amazing things to be happy about. Woo! More like flipping glue. My glue is happy. So anyway, this is a freebie for fall. So you guys go over to my Ko-fi shop and grab this freebie for yourself. It's neutral enough that it will go in any journal that you're making that has to do with fall, even if it doesn't have to do with fall. Let me see where I want this. I think I'm going to go up a little bit. So I'm going to put that there. We're just going to have these staggered. Exactly like that. They do not have to be perfect. So what we'll do is we'll just have them like that. How about that? Because they're going to be covered up with this anywho. I mean, this is a simple project. And then I am definitely going to attach this to the back. I was just thinking about that because then that way, when I put my other paper, it won't impede that at all. So it will not have an issue with it. So let's just do that. Because if I want to attach this and have it to where I can put a pocket in, I don't have to worry about it not sliding in correctly. Okay. There it is. So this will flip up like this. These will flip out. And now we're going to put our little pockets on here. So every one of these gets a little pocket. How cute is that? And I'm going to do the corner. I better put my thing back in my glue. I'm going to round the corner on this one, and it's just the small rounder, just so it matches. And then this part will be straight. And let's make sure it's not going to have an issue. It probably will be, it looks like it's going to be fine. But to be on the safe side, I'm just going to take just a hair off of it. Just a little bit. Let me see. Maybe just, I think I didn't go straight up. I think I went to the side there. That is much better. And so you may have to adjust it just a little bit. I extended these. I had them a little bit smaller. And then I went back in and was like, no, I need to give these a little bit of room so that when we glue it, these, you know, are going to slide in like that. Okay. We're just going to make it work. Yes, we are. These are going to be just fine. See, I can see that there's a... Let me just take a little bit more off. I'm trying to get it straight. There it is. Okay. Let's see what that does. I apologize for my desk, but I just can't help it. I just got lots of stuff going on, and I have not been cleaning my desk at night. I have just allowed it to stay this way because everything on here is things that I need for the next day, and I don't want to just put it all up in my armoire in my cabinet because it needs to be out. So I apologize that it is messy, but it is necessary. It is necessary. Let me make sure that, yes, it folds well. Okay, love it. And then this. Okay, let me, where'd I put them? Oh, here they are. Hello. Okay, so this is going to be over here. And I'm going to cut it a little bit off. I'll fix that and go ahead and do that before you guys get the kit, because you know I haven't, you know, I'm making a video, so before you actually get this, I haven't released it yet. I'll do it on the day that the video comes out. So I will do that for you so that you don't have to worry about cutting anything. How rude. No, it's the right one. Let me do it on this way too. It just looks like it's... Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to do this little corner down here. Got to get the little excess out. Okay, now let's take care of this. And then this. And get all the little thingies. There is nothing better than a waterfall, whether it's cascading vertically or horizontally. I love a waterfall. I tend to do a lot of freebie waterfalls, but I like to change them up. So I hope you like this one. I hope you like it. Go grab it for yourself. The weather has been very, very nice. It's in the 70s in the morning, and I'm loving that. And, you know, having coffee on the patio. And we have a little ritual every morning. My sweet little Bubba, I get up and I come in the kitchen, and I just have a routine. So I go over, you know, I go over to my, I have a cursory, so I'm bougie. I like to, I don't like coffee in a coffee pot because of the residue that sits in there. So I do a pour over every morning. And so, let me do this. So anyway, I go in the kitchen and I fill up my kettle, and then I put it on. It's a corsery, so it, you know, it has its own warmer, and so I heat up my water, and then I get out my coffee, you know, my coffee cup, and I'm gonna cut this, and then I fill it with coffee, and he's in the back bedroom. He can hear me. And then I get in when the thing goes beep. So then I have my coffee in there and my drip through, and then I'll go and get in the refrigerator and I'll get my creamer because I don't use sugar. I just use creamer. And so, and I'm very proud of myself because I gave that up probably a year or so ago, and just started doing creamer in my coffee instead of sugar too, just to be a little bit healthier, you know, and any little thing we can do, right? But anyway, so I get my creamer out, and then I shake it up, and he can hear me, and then I pour it in, and then I have these stir sticks that are made out of glass, and they're a special treat for all of us kids because they were my mom's. And so anyway, I have like 3 or 4, And so I get my little stir stick that I keep out, and I clink it in my cup, and then here he comes. And he just comes clicking in. And then we go outside. And I'm like, oh, are you ready? And so every morning, that's our little routine. And by that time, of course, my husband's already out the door. And so anyway, it's just fun because we do the same. Now, what am I doing over here? We do the same thing every morning. And we go out, and then we go out, and he talks to the neighbor dog. And then he sees all the squirrels. We have tons of squirrels. I just saw... We have an albino squirrel that lives in our neighborhood, and I saw him down the street. Our neighbor down the street has pecan trees lining the front of her house. I think there's 4 of them. She lives on a corner house, and so there's one big one in the front, or maybe she only has 3, and then when you turn, she has 2 more, and so her yard is always full of squirrels, and they are just hoarding right now. They are getting all those, and then they are digging. They're digging in my... I have potted plants on my front porch, and they've been digging in them, trying to put their little nuts in there. And I'm like, what are you doing? So anyway, but so we watch the squirrels in the back, and, you know, we sit out there and just enjoy the morning and just, you know, enjoy just being outside. And so it has been so nice and cool, and I am loving it. Now, of course, in the afternoons, I went walking yesterday, and I walked more than 2 miles, and I started to get, and I came home and told my husband, I said, I'm either out of shape. I walk all the time. I said, or it was just so hot, or I'm not drinking enough water, because I started getting dizzy. I was just like, oh my goodness, I got to get home. But I was pushing myself, and I was walking faster than I normally do. And, you know, as we get older, we don't have to work out really hard and vigorous. We just need to move our body. So anyway, I had to slow down, and then I ended up, you know, coming home and just like sitting down for just a minute, because I was like, wow, whoo, that was, you know, it was hot. So you know, even though it starts out in the 70s, I think it was 74 yesterday morning, it ends up being like, you know, in the, you know, 88 or something yesterday, which, you know, it's not as hot as 100 and something or 90, but it's still warm. So, okay, that's all I'm doing is just putting these pockets in while I was yakking. And it is a simple project. I hope you go get it and just enjoy it. You know, I love giving away little freebies, but we're going to cover this because I do not want to see those. Okay, so let's see what we have here. And this flap will come down and keep these laid down. So we don't have to worry about that. We're going to do that one, and then that one, and then that one. And then this will come down on top. And this, the weight of it will keep all those in. So, okay, so let's see what cards we want to put in what. It doesn't really matter, but I thought these were just so pretty. And I love, I just think these are so pretty, such pretty flowers. And that's why I called it Wheat Harvest, because all of these just look like they have a wheat tone to them. And of course the paper too. But this will go with any of your fall journals. And if you happen to have purchased any of my fall journal kits, then it will definitely go with those. Let's see. Right, left, and down. Okay, what paper do I want to put in here? Let's see. Let me get out my folder, because that's where it would be. Oh, you know what? I think this would go good. It would, but it's not tall enough. What if I did it to where it just was like that? And no, I have that down here. because the text is going this way. But you know what? It doesn't matter, really. Put like a little border on there. I just love this paper. I love, love, love it. Okay. Oh, wait, I have one that's up and down. This is more of a quilt look, which this is too. It's part of my Patchwork of Autumn, and I like that one too. So let's do that. Okay, so let me measure and see what we have here. I have to keep it inside. So I'm gonna say 4. I think this is 4.5. No, it's bigger. I think 4.5 is gonna do it, you guys. And if not, I can cut it down. So 4.5 by, I'm going to give it a border, by 7 1/4, so 7 2/8. 4.5 by 7 2/8. Let's do it. 4.5 by 7 2/8. I kind of like the dark side. 4.5. Use that as a belly band or something. You know what? That would be good on the top. Yeah, let's do that. By 7 2/8. So there's 7. I like the dark, so let's move it over. Can you see me? I hope so. I'm just going to pull it up like that. Let's check it and see what we have. I'm just intermingling my papers, and this is not in a kit. This is just, the background is, but it's not in a kit. So I cut it a little short, but you know what? I'm kind of okay with that. I just wanted to cover that so you wouldn't be able to see it. I'm good with that. I am good. Let's ink this baby up. We need to ink her up. You know what? I'm going to pull that sheet of paper. I've been using this just to catch the little sheddies off of this. So, anywho, I hope everything in your neck of the woods is fabulous. You're getting ready for fall. You're probably working on a bunch of fall journals yourself, huh? It's a slow process, but I've just been moving along, doing stuff without you guys, but I have to because, you know, I've just got so many to do. Okay, so let's just put this down here. That's pretty too, but we are not going to use it. I think it was a... You know, like I've said before, when you make a kit, you have to print it so many times to make sure the colors come out right. And then if you have to move something or you don't like, I mean, there's just so much you have to do. So anyway, I have a lot of extra pages. Okay, that's nice. It's going to be good and sturdy. So I'm going to cover up there. Try to center it. I have more room on this side. Okay, that is good to go. Good to go. I love it. Okay, I just love extra writing, right? We could put this up here and then I could stick some paper in there. And you know what? I think I will, because you know me. I'm always like, you know, I want it to be a little bit thinner, so I'm going to cut a portion of this off, and I kind of like the dark part, so let's do it at about 1 3/4. I just cut a little bit off. And then let's see how much. We need to cut off the top. Let me pull this down. Can you see? Can you see? I didn't even open this other curtain over here. I hope you can see okay. I have light coming in on the right, but not the left. Let me open this curtain. It's not a curtain, but let me open the blinds. Now I can see. Okay, so let me get my pencil. And let's just do it to about right there. I do not want it to have issues. I hate when I do that. I make a mark and then I can't see it. Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay, I'm just going to cut that little sliver off. Okay. And then, you know what would be pretty is if we made it into if we just did the edges. I think it'd be pretty. What you think? Okay, that looks about center. Let's just I'm going to have lunch with my sister today. It's a beautiful day, and we've been trying to we're planning a little short weekend trip, and so we haven't, she wants to go to, I already told you that, didn't I? She wants to go to the tree houses and stay, and I looked at them, and I love it. I think it'd be great. They're in Austin, Texas. But the problem is the bathrooms, oh, that doesn't, there's no bathrooms in them. You're sharing a community. I don't have a problem with that. But, you know, sometimes if you got to go at nighttime, you know, it's like, and then, you know, she may be waking me up and be like, can you go to the restroom with me? And I'll be like, oh, girl, what is wrong with you? Waking me up. But I would go, but still. Yes, I think that looks even better. Look how much real estate we're getting in one little piece. I mean, there's going to be a lot of writing space. I love it, love it. Okay, let me put that back up. And let me get this out. And so anyway, we are trying to plan us a little getaway. And so she wants to do not hiking, but she wants to be out in nature. I say hiking in Texas. I mean, like, there is hiking here. Don't get me wrong. I've been all over to the state parks and stuff. But we don't have a whole lot of big mountains and things like, you know, up north. Oh, I just love hiking in Tennessee and Washington State. So, but anyway, we're just planning something around here. I tell you what's fun is going to Arkansas and going to the springs, the hot springs. We did that a couple of years back, and that was a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to look at it like this so that I can get it centered. I'm just lining it up on my mat here, and then I'm going to center it right there. Anyway, so we are going to have lunch and just discuss what it is that we may want to do. So I'm excited. My husband is going to Vegas they have a man's trip that they do every year. It's for football. I know it's not for Vegas gambling like that, but it's for football. But, you know, they still do all that too. Okay, so the text is going this way. And then this is the center. So we are going to put that down. And put that down. So anyway, October is my vacation month. This is when I normally go up to Washington State to see my sister, but she is going to London. So that isn't going to happen. So anyway, next year they have a place up there in Washington State where you can stay in tree houses, and so I think we're going to try to do that next year up in Washington. So that will be fun. We always go to Quinault, to the Quinault Lodge, and go hiking up in the Olympic Mountains. But we're just going to do things different, you know. As we're getting older, we're going to do things a little different. Okay, so that is done. We'll put something in there. We have the back. So now I kind of just want to decorate these up. So I have these little fall stickers, which I think are really pretty, and they go with this. I got them off of Amazon, and I think they'll be good. They kind of match. I hate to pour all of them out, but I may have to do that because I can't really see all that they have in here. And I love this one. Definitely want to do that. Look how pretty that is. And then we can do a word, overcome. Okay, let's do that one. We already have that one set. And I just wanted to just add a couple of stickers and just some beautiful things to here. That one has to go down just a hair. I'm trying to get the top and the bottom. I may have to clip this portion, which is good. I just didn't want to have to clip up there because I wouldn't. Well, it's there, but you can't. I don't think it's gonna mess with it. Definitely gonna have to clip that though. And that is okay. There. I got things flying everywhere. Okay, and then I went ahead and inked thing, but I just did some words that have to do with gratitude, being grateful for all these little things in our lives. That really is what makes up our lives, is all the little things. And, you know, just being appreciative for all the little things. Let me look at it from my viewpoint. And so I just want to put words here so that it sparks whatever in whoever gets this, you know. So they'll say, oh, you know, overcome or whole or whatever it may be. Let's look and see what else we have. That one's pretty. Ooh, that one would go with that. You can still kind of see it. I love this. This is the contrast of that. I love this leaf too. Let's do that. Let's see, I did this one on the right, on the left. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't have to get too picky. I just want it to look pretty. Okay. And look at that. Nothing's even sticking up there. Okay. Here's one. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Make the most out of your day. You know, we are not guaranteed today, ladies and gentlemen. And once today is over, that's it. Once today is over, that is it. So make the most of today in whatever you do. Your family, your crafts, your life, your work, your relationships, whatever it may be. Just make the most of it. How pretty is that? It's kind of weird looking, like smushed. But I'm loving these. Didn't I have another one where I said, ooh, I love that leaf? The contrast. What did I do with it? Maybe it's this one. Is it that one? Yes. I like it. I like it. I hope that I am in frame. I keep pulling everything towards me because I'm stretching my arms out. Okay, let's do soak it in. Soak it in. So I'm just gonna let you know that I'm starting a new Wednesday series. I am. It's called Scraps of Wisdom Wednesday. And so I am just gonna start. I have it all laid out. And I'm just gonna do like little words of wisdom. Because even though this is a craft channel, you know what? We're all living a life. And I know that if it's not going to be for everybody, but you know, I just am an encourager. I always have been. And that's pretty. I wish I had a stem or something. And so I just want to encourage people. And why not? If I'm crafting, why can't I do that? You know? So anywho, that's, I really like this, but and then I can put, yeah, I think I'll do that. Anyway, so I'm starting on Wednesdays. It's going to be called Scraps of Wisdom. And it's just going to be things that, you know, wisdom, words of wisdom, but they're going to be craft related. And then I'll have like a little craft project to do that has to do with that wisdom for the day. So anyway, be looking for that. It's probably going to happen next week. I was going to start it this week, but it's like, I need to get that prepared and get it out. Just let you guys know that it's coming, you know. So anywho, I'm excited about it. And I'm going to do like a little shorter, shorter videos on Wednesdays. Oh, there's that leaf. Did I already put one up there? Yeah, same one. I'm kind of confused on where I want to put this. Okay, got glue on my nail. Okay, that looks fabulous. Now I need to put this all back in before I say goodbye to you because it's a mess. So I hope that you guys had a great day. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And I just appreciate you being here. I appreciate all your comments. I feel like I've made some friends. I really do. And I just love it. So and go over to my Ko-fi shop and grab one of these freebies for yourself. And then you can make it and put it in whatever project you're working on. So let's take a look at it. Let me get my glue all taken care of. And let's take a look at it real quick. Okay, so it's going to go right, left, down. And, oh, I need to put a little card or something in there, don't I? I do. So we're going to go, so it'll go left, right. And look how cute that is. And then there's your back page. We could actually put some kind of a pocket or something there. And then, of course, here, we definitely need to put something in here. What do I have on my desk? I have all kinds of things on my desk, but I'm working on journals, so I don't have any extra paper or anything. But it could be a card or, you know what, I had an extra one of these in here. We could put that in there. Let's see if it fits. It'll fit nice and snug like a bug in a rug. There. Okay, see? And then that has writing space, and then we close it up, right, left, and that looks really pretty the way it is. Stagger these. Don't feel like you have to do them all, you know, matchy-matchy. And then it closes just like that. And so when I attach it, I went ahead and put this like, you know, over the back. So when I attach it, I think I'm going to do the side so I can get a tall, skinny tag in here. But I'm going to put a lot of really good glue on the back, you know, some thick glue. So when I put it in my journal, and then I'll just make me a tall, skinny tag. Because, you know, I love a tall, skinny tag. Well, thanks for coming. Go grab your freebie. I love you guys, and I appreciate you so much. If you like I said, like and subscribe. I'd love that. It helps the algorithm. It just kind of pushes your video out there. I've noticed a variation. I can get like, you know, 400 views, 300, and then all of a sudden I'll just get 67. It's amazing. It's just weird how YouTube does it. But if people aren't interested and they just click through, then YouTube just goes, oh, they don't want to watch this, so they don't push the video out. So anyway, but it is what it is, and I'll be honest, I do this for fun. I don't make anything from YouTube, but I mean, I do this for fun. I love it. But, you know, if the potential is there to make even a couple of pennies to buy paper, then hey, why not, right? So you guys can help with your comments, your likes, your subscribing, and I just totally appreciate it. So anyway, have a fabulous day, and remember, you only know what you know until you know something different. Bye-bye.